Welcome to the shortest dropshipping course. We have no time to waste, so let's get right into it. As a side note, my dropshipping business is doing around 3K a day as of right now, and I have started my dropshipping journey at the beginning of this year. Starting out with finding a product research is the biggest lever that you can pull when it comes to dropshipping. Without a good product, you are not going to succeed. So let's start out in the Facebook ad library, which is the best free product research tool. Make sure that your country is set to United States, all ads as the ad category, simple keyword 50% off. Go to filters, make sure you filter by active ads that have been live for over a week. When it comes to finding keywords, you can ask ChatGPT to give you some inspiration and some ideas. This really just dependent on you. You have to get creative with it. You can type in simple stuff like niche words, dress, summer, 50% off, buy one, get one free. After scrolling through the Facebook ad library for a couple minutes, I stumbled upon this brand called Scalp Hero. So let me show you their website. Their website looks really branded. It seems that they might be using the Shrine theme. After having some time in the game, you'll quickly be able to realize what websites look like dropshipping. And this one does seem like dropshipping to me. So a lot of high quality photos. The website looks optimized. It's quick. It looks good. Let's get into product validation. The best way to do product validation is through an app called Shop Hunter and checking how many active ads a store has running on the Facebook ad library. So let's go into Shop Hunter, which is a really cool tool that gives you a rough estimate of how much revenue a given store is doing. So let's plug in this URL for this website and see how much money they're really making. So after plugging in our link into Shop Hunter, we can see that this store is doing quite a bit of daily volume, anywhere between 6, 7, 8,000 with good days of 13, even 20K. So this is definitely a store I would put on my spreadsheet, track this product and figure out if I can make it work for myself. Aside from being able to see how much revenue a store is doing, you can also see the change in active ads, which you cannot see on the Facebook ad library. Another cool feature that you can use with Shop Hunter is track stores. So you can track multiple stores at a time and see how they're performing day, week over week, and base your decisions on what product is best to test with that information. If I were to do product research on my own, I would probably open up a whole bunch of tabs of products and websites that look like this, that fit my criteria, and do my validation through Shop Hunter. And also we will have a look on their page. So you can go ahead and look at the Facebook ad library and see how many active ads a store has running. So let's filter by active ads and you can see that you have a lot of results, new ads getting posted every single day. They have ads that have been running since the beginning of July. So that is a really good sign, and they have been running for a little bit. So that tells me from looking at Shop Hunter, which gives you a good estimate of how much a store is doing in revenue, and looking at the Facebook ad library as well, seeing that they have a lot of active ads. What I would do is put this store on my website, track it. If you're running on a tight budget, the Facebook ad library is the best way to go. But if you have some more money to spend, I suggest checking out Afterlib, which is pretty much the Facebook ad library on crack. Gives you a bunch of options to filter through the ads with specific criteria. This is a tool that I personally use myself, and I recommend to anybody that has the means to do so. For other product research methods, I would also like to mention interacting with Facebook and Instagram ads. Whenever you do interact, click on the link. Facebook is going to continue showing you more ads that look the same. Make sure if you see a dropshipping product, just click on it, interact with it, maybe even add to cart on their website, and Facebook is going to continue showing you more of these products. As to TikTok burner method, I suggest you go on YouTube and look up other tutorials on how to look that up, but pretty much is optimizing your feed on TikTok to see a bunch of TikTok organic videos so that you can get some more inspiration for products. If you do want to do research on TikTok ads, I suggest a tool that's PP Ads. It is paid. You do not have to use it, but it is also a good tool if you have a decent budget to invest. A lot of people in the dropshipping space are going to try to tell you that there's this one product research method out there that's going to find you a bunch of winning products, but that is simply just not true. It's all about knowing what to look for and building an eye for winning products, and that just comes with time and being exposed to a lot of products. So I suggest that after finding products, you do your due diligence through Shop Hunter and the Facebook ad library, checking for active ads. Whenever you do find some competitors that you know are profitable, go into the Facebook ad library, go look at their creatives, figure out why they're working, what they're doing that's setting them apart, and analyze, do your due diligence, and you're on your way to finding your first winning product. After doing product research and finding the product, the next step is for us to find a supplier and see if we can source this product at a good price for us to be able to make a profit. So let's head over to AliExpress. I like to use AliExpress as a reference point for the pricing of the product. As we are using the facial hair remover, let's try to figure out if we can find something that looks exactly like this product or something really similar. I have been scrolling through AliExpress for a little bit and I'm having trouble finding the same exact product. So what I also like to do is you can go and search this image with Google, which will give you also a bunch of websites that this product is listed on. And if somebody has an app that is not allowing you to right click, you can just take a screenshot, go to Google, upload the image and search it with that method. After using the Google image method, I was able to find this product on AliExpress for $11.99, which gives a good markup on our potential selling price of $39. What I like to do as a rule of thumb is to have at least a 3x markup on the product. So this is perfect and we would be able to get a 3x markup. I would also, when it comes to offer building at the beginning and the testing stages of a product, what I like to do is just copy the competitor's method. One important thing about dropshipping is you do not want to compete with other stores on price. So what I would do is I would pretty much just do the same exact thing that they're doing, post the product for $39 with a 50% off sale and have another tier of buy two, get one free for $78, which would then increase your average order value eventually after you gather enough data from your ads, from your Shopify analytics. You figure out how many people are adding their cart, how many people are reaching checkout. You can tweak your offer based on that. But for right now, at the beginning, I just recommend you to copy your competitors' offer one-to-one. So now, since we were able to find this product on AliExpress to have a reference point for the pricing, I would go and try using CJ Dropshipping as a complete beginner. I think CJ Dropshipping is really good. I have used them personally for quite a long time. I got up until 1K per day with CJ Dropshipping, and then I got my own private agent. What you can do, and it was what I could recommend you to do, following the link in the description, you can sign up for a free account. The good thing about CJ Dropshipping compared to other suppliers is there aren't too many like hidden fees where you have to pay fulfillment. You have to get fulfillment tokens, this, that, and the third. I'm not going to name any names, but the other suppliers that I have used, these big companies, were not the best. So CJ Dropshipping is a really good option for beginners. And whenever you do sign up for your free account, what I recommend you to do is reach out to their support team and ask them for a private agent, which then you can contact on WhatsApp. You can send them images of the product like we did find on AliExpress. You can take a screenshot of this product or even take the link, send them over to your private agent over at CJ Dropshipping. They'll be able to find the product for you, connect your store, and you'll be able to make sales and pay for the invoice through the dropshipping dashboard, which is really good. It's really easy to do, and it really removes that burden of having to worry about your orders not being fulfilled. If you do want to try out CJ Dropshipping as your supplier when starting out dropshipping, they have been kind enough to give me an affiliate link and a code. Everything's gonna be in the description down below. So make sure that whenever you are signing up for an account, click I have an invitation code and use this code, which is going to be in the description down below. Whenever you do begin registering for CJ Dropshipping, it is going to ask you to connect your Shopify store. If you do not have a Shopify store yet, there's going to be an affiliate link in the description down below, which you can use to support the channel. You're going to get a 3-month $1 trial anyway, no matter what link you use. So if you do want to support, make sure you use the link in the description down below. After starting your store, during the registration phase on CJ Dropshipping, it's going to ask you to connect your account and install the app. After finding your first product that you want to test, dialing in your offer, and choosing a supplier that will fulfill your orders for you, it's time to make a website. Since this is the shortest dropshipping course, I will not be making a website from scratch. I will give you some valuable tips for building a converting website. Number one is you do want to emulate the biggest competitors in your niche. The good thing about e-commerce is that you can go go and research competitors, big whales in the market within your niche. You can look at their website. They have spent thousands of dollars, countless hours trying to perfect their landing pages. And what you can do is just gain inspiration from it, copy the tactics they're using in order to increase their conversion rate. And the good thing about the website, it's one of those stable variables that after you make a website that looks good, you can have it run for a long time and focus on what's important, which is the creative. Also, one thing that I will add about website design is that you do not want to spend too much time making the website perfect. As long as it looks clean, it's fast, you will convert and you will be able to make sales. I have seen a bunch of sites that look completely horrid, but they convert due to the fact that they have a good product, a good offer, and a good creative. So make your website as good as possible, but don't try to make it too perfect, all right? At the beginning, we want to focus on making sales. So make it look good, make it look clean, make it look branded, but don't spend too much time fixating on the website. Quickly, I just wanted to give you an example of a wonderful store that you can gain inspiration from, and that is Icon Amsterdam, which is owned by Samuel Anua, a respectable entrepreneur in the e-commerce space. As you can see, their landing page is really optimized. You can see that they also are running a sale. They have a bunch of urgency, a bunch of testimonials, a bunch of information right below the fold. You can see reviews, testimonials, key selling points, and this is a really good store to replicate if you are going into the fashion niche. Now for the last part before I give you some bonus tips is marketing, which some say could be the most important thing. If your creatives are not good, it doesn't matter if you spent hours on your website, if your product is amazing, you have to make sure that your creatives are good. And the way you do so is by emulating your competitors, seeing and doing research on what works. First, you need to choose a traffic source. You have to figure out one traffic source, one ad strategy that you're going to use. And that could be Facebook ads, just like what I'm doing, TikTok ads, Google ads, TikTok organic. It doesn't matter what traffic source you use. It is important that you stick to one strategy until you're making consistent profit. In order to beat your competitors, you need to excel at making creatives and focusing on your marketing. If your creatives are better, but you're running the same product as your competitor, there is a high chance that you're going to be able to outcompete them. Combine that with having a better offer, a better website, better landing page, better pricing, you will be able to succeed with dropshipping. So how do you get content for your ads? I get this question a lot. And at the beginning in the testing phase, it is important to find products that have a lot of untapped UGC, which means that there are a lot of videos available out there online for you to be able to borrow and edit them into creatives. Ripping creatives from your competitor one-to-one does not work today. Maybe it used to work a couple years ago, but it does not anymore. If you want to be able to test products efficiently and not breaking the budget, you have to go online and find a bunch of videos of people showcasing your product, using it, and edit them into creative. The best way to make winning creatives is to just go look at what your competitors are doing, what kind of marketing angles they're using, and emulate what they're doing with your own content that you find on TikTok, YouTube, and a bunch of other platforms. When it comes to making ads at the beginning, I suggest that you do everything yourself so you understand what goes into making winning creatives. But there is a platform out there called VidX that a lot of my friends have recommended to me, and I'm in the process of testing right now, and I'll have a link to them in the description down below. Now, the two easiest steps are posting the ads on whatever platform you choose to do so, and wait for you to be able to collect the data. One important thing that I feel like a lot of dropshippers do not do is make data-driven decisions. If you do choose to go the paid ads route, which I am using, I suggest that you educate yourself on all the necessary abbreviations, which means cost per click, click-through rate, ROAS, all that stuff, CPP. Make sure you calculate all those things and try to understand whenever you do get the data from your creatives, try to understand what to do and what kind of decision make based off of that. So for example, if you do see that a lot of people are clicking on your ads, you have a low CPM, a low cost per click, and a high click-through rate percentage, that means a lot of people are interested in your product that are seeing the creatives. And if they're not adding the product to cart or they're not checking out, it might mean that your website is bad and looks scammy, or your product is just not good enough, or the offers. So one of those things, that's why it is really important to make data-driven decisions. So for some quick bonus points, like I mentioned, it is really important to create a feedback loop whenever you're testing products, that whenever you build a hypothesis and you focus on one type of product, which I like to focus on problem-solving products, is that every single time you test a product, you're improving either your website, your creative, your offer, anything. From product to product, you do want to make sure that you're improving. You have to be able to look in the mirror and stare at your inadequacies and realize that you're not good enough yet if your products are not succeeding. I already mentioned that you need to make data-driven decisions, but that also goes back into the feedback loop. A big mistake that I made at the beginning of my dropshipping journey this year is that I have set result-based goals, which is not ideal for beginners, because you can have high aspirations, tell yourself that you're going to get to 1K days within 2 weeks, but realistically, it's way better to set input goals that will translate into the results after putting in the work. So I suggest that you build out a little routine for your day. If you do have a job, you will have to sacrifice that free time, but I suggest that you make a daily routine based off of all those things that I went through. You can do product research in the morning, then do competitor research later on, spend some time on building the website, study creatives, and eventually everything is going to start to make sense. And the number one mindset thing when it comes to dropshipping is perseverance. Issues are going to arise, products are going to fail. I tested 32 products before I found a product that makes profit, and I wouldn't even consider myself a dropshipping success. But after consistently hitting 2K days this month and even further, close to 4K, it's safe to say that perseverance is the number one thing. Issues are going to arise, products are going to fail, your ad accounts are going to get banned, creatives are going to fail, and that's just the name of the game. And if you're not willing to go through those things, then dropshipping might not be for you. So I suggest right now that whenever the video ends, you go get to work. And if you're really serious about making dropshipping work, you can always contact me on Instagram. I respond to everybody. Comment down below what you think of this video. If you do agree with this blueprint, a lot of people have been asking me, how should my day look? And based off of all those things that I have mentioned, I suggest you build a routine and start and never stop. So I know it is corny, but at the end of the day, if you don't give up, you will make it work. So fix those problems whenever they arise. Don't sit around, wait around for something to change whenever you're the one that needs to change it yourself. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out the Discord that I'm launching, and I will see you in another video. So make sure to subscribe, and peace.